Hi there. Welcome to the Schwowin's Nest. My name is Sandra. On my channel, you'll see tons of farmhouse home decor inspiration, some thrift store flips, trash to treasure, and even some dollar store DIYs. If you'd like to see that kind of content, I would love for you to hit that red subscribe button and stick around a while. Today, I am collaborating with my good friend Sonja over at Domestic Diva DIY. If you haven't seen Sonja's channel, you need to go check it out. I'll have her channel link down in my description box. She does a ton of wonderful decor for your home, for Christmas, for all the seasons, so make sure you go check her out. Sonja and I are doing some rustic lake cottage decor for you today, and I'm making a sign. I've got some scrap wood that I grabbed from the old garage at my cottage where we host all the scrap wood that we have, which is a ton. And I decided to grab 5 different pieces. And what I did was take them out to the chop saw and just cut some arrows into them. I'm going to use some DIY chalk paint to dry brush the arrows. I want them to have quite a bit of white on them, but I still want some of that rustic wood to show through, especially since I have different colors of wood. The DIY chalk paint that I'm using is one that I picked up from Holly over at Hot Humble Pie. I'll have her channel link in my description box below. But what I did was change the recipe just a little bit. So I used 2 parts of acrylic or latex paint and 1 part baby powder. Now I use Johnson & Johnson baby powder because it is cornstarch free and it is pure talc. You don't want anything else to be in that baby powder except for talc. Now that the arrows have had a chance to dry, I pulled out my stash of stencils, and if you've been watching my channel, you know that I have a gazillion stencils. These are some paper ones that I picked up at a dollar store. I've seen them at Michael's, I've seen them at other craft stores. They're really easy to use. You just punch out the center, and then you're left with a really nice heavy cardstock stencil. And I use these over and over again. I don't bother cleaning them. I just let them dry and then I'll use them for my next project. So on this first little sign, I'm going to be putting the word lake. I'm using DIY black chalk paint and a makeup sponge to apply the stencil. I'm going to have each of these arrows pointing in a different direction. So lake is going to be pointed in one direction. And now this next stencil, which will say beer, is going to be pointed in the opposite direction. I'm going to start all of the words at the flat end of the arrow and put them towards the pointed part of the arrow. I like to mix up the font styles in my signs. These first 2 were just a larger and smaller of the same font style, but this third one that I'm going to make is going to be totally freehand. I'm using an oil-based paint pen from CraftSmart. I picked these up at Michael's, but I also have a link down in my description box if you're interested in picking up some for yourself. I'm going to just freehand this, and the word is going to be dock. And again, I'm starting with the last letter and moving towards the pointed part because I want all of my words to start at the square end of the arrow. As I was doing this, I was kind of holding my breath a little bit to make sure that I didn't mess up any of these letters. I didn't do a pencil drawing ahead of time. I just grabbed my paint pen and went for it. And I was pretty impressed with the result. I think I did a really good job for going backwards. Now I'm just going to thicken up one side of the lines and make it have a little bit more character. Another thing that I like to do is add some little lines to the outside of the letters, just some very thin lines. So I'm using my thin oil-based CraftSmart paint pen, and this gives the lines a little bit more definition. I picked this up from one of the stencils that I purchased at Joann Fabric and Crafts. I'll have that link down in my description box so you can see which ones I mean. And they have like these little lines that make the letters just stand out and pop. So I've started doing that freehand for some of my letters. For the words that are stenciled, I'm going to use the fine tip of the makeup sponge, add a tiny little bit of paint, and then just dab some lines very carefully along the sides of these letters. Here's a sample of a couple of the other fonts that I'm also going to freehand. To make this sign even more rustic, I'm using this really old oar that was at our cottage from the previous owners. I'm just going to take my cordless drill and screw in each of the words, starting at the bottom part and working my way up. I like to start my screws into the wood pieces first, and I actually let the screw stick out just a little bit on the bottom so it has a little bit of some teeth that I can anchor it into the oar, and then it just makes it a little steadier for when I'm continuing to screw it in. I really love how this project turned out. It's really cute. I'd like to thank Sonja for collaborating with me today. Make sure you go check out her video. I'll have it linked in the description box and here on my end screen. If you like this kind of content, I would love for you to hit that red subscribe button and the blue bell to get notified when I upload new videos. Thanks for watching.